sama waa ji nag yaa ngi bëgg a yàgg ci dëkk bi sa holiday yi gudd na lool sax.
vacances yi yàgg na waaye dama ne naa ñibbisi ci sama réew. investir.
wax nga dëgg sa saafara man maa ko yor jóge ñu dem topp ma.
ci sama waaj da ngaa bëri pexe de topp ma.
xam ngeen Gambia léegi dafa open. loolu moo waral global properties jóg. jaay la kër doo manqué courant doo manqué ndox da ngay am pool maanaam piscine sa disposition di nga am beach bi sécurité 24 hours. te soo bëggee investir aussi nga mën a investir sa réew jënd kër di ko louer. hôtel yi na xam baax na waaye nag am na gan yoo xam ni dañoo bëgg bu ñu ñëwee ci réew nekk à l'aise nekk ci bërëb boo xam ne dañu am seen waañ bu ñu bëggee togg seen lekku dëkk dañu am seen salle bu mag am seen néegu bopp am seen lépp loolu yëpp ak global properties mën na nekk.
jërëjëf def leen ni man ñëw leen global properties ngeen jënd seeni kër aar seen ëllëg ak bu seen njaboot.
Are you a resident of France or its surrounding countries and still wondering how to send your packages to the Gambia? Or your properties got lost or have delay anytime you send them? French Touch is here to solve your problem. French Touch sends all kinds of goods except what cannot be fit in container. They don't only stop at sending, but they also sell goods like fridge, mattresses, good quality carpets, furniture and many more. Inata bullo jora on la karola ufanan kende ma bewiye simento bije adadi ma na kende ma nyulu mandanga liyo damba fanana de ikamoto ki anin ka wafi nin dadi ma fanana nyin tumo tuma yesandiro kenyilma ika wafi ma konopal ime batandi dunu sikala ye dokula so do miliyan ko sobe yata bake ifon le kela bakaso samba fela la bungo kono French Touch fela sabateri ngale kiti sila bala kan gunjur birkama highway ise ka chanyo ya nino ninyin nombala alkami jeskiri.
I already know you.
You have to move inside. Please.
before we do. I said we received this from right. Yes, okay. Honorable, I'm pleased to hand this over receipt for the documents received. Of course, they are subject to a public hearing on Saturday. And make sure that also your voters card. Bring it before Friday. Okay? Thank you, good luck, and God bless.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Nomination papers that you submitted, everything. Talk to us. What made you believe that you're fit to be the next president of the Gambia?
Ladies and gentlemen, every Gambian ought to be proud today. Every Gambian ought to be proud today. What we fought for 22 years, all Gambians are beneficiaries. We are all sharing the dividend of the democracy that we fought for. So today, every Gambian is a winner. There is no loser. Our sovereignty will get stronger. We will emerge more victorious, more united, more determined to lift our people out of poverty, more determined to put an end to the carnage along the Sahara Desert and in the Mediterranean Sea, more determined to inject hope and a spirit of vivacity in our young people, hundreds of thousands of whom the future of this country depends on. This election is not about crowd. This election is not about wealth. It is not about fame. It is about you, the ordinary Gambians. It is about your health. It is about your education. It is about your security. It is about our stomach. This election is about energy security. This election is a contest of ideas and not a contest of crowd, as important as that may be. Crowd is not going to govern this country. It is intellect. It is policy. It is raw gut to put an end to the cascading crime rate in this country, to ensure our law enforcement agencies have what it takes to protect our people, so that Gambia's development trajectory will be expedited. There are too many deaths, too many robberies, too many attacks. Our law enforcement agents, from immigration to the police force, to the national intelligence agencies, institutions, I am sending a message to you. Your man is back, and I will make sure you have what it deserves to protect our people in the streets, in the markets, and our children on the way to school, in our homes, against criminals. This is the beginning of the end of the fight against hunger in this country. This is the beginning of the end against the fight against lack of water in this country. This is the beginning of the end of medical tourism into Senegal and elsewhere in this country. This is the beginning of redeeming our sovereignty so that the Gambia will once again become the beacon of hope in West Africa and around the world. This is the beginning of real reforms, of real civil service reform, of real security sector reform, of real changes in our laws that will benefit, that befit the Gambian people.
Honorable, recently signed a coalition agreement. Could you talk to us about that coalition?
What is important today is the renewal of our hope and the promise of our country. Yes, we signed 11 political parties started discussions. At the end, it ended with one. It took 9 grueling weeks, 9 weeks to reach a consensus. We have some form of memorandum of understanding, but the time is too tight for us to proceed with selecting a flag bearer pursuant to the implementation of the MOU. So therefore, the talks will continue, and the talks will go on, and our doors remain open with regards to that. That is my answer as regards to that.
Can you clarify? You mean one?
Can you clarify that? Because what I understand is that today I am nominated as the candidate for the Gambia Moral Congress for the election of President of the Gambia 2021.
Does that mean the end of this coalition? What happened to this the memorandum you signed 3 days ago?
What is important to me today is how do we lift our people out of poverty? How do we restore hope to the thousands of young people who have no jobs? That is the issue. How do we take care of the medical situation in our country so that women will have as a source of joy delivering children and babies instead of dying? Empower our women so that they will be equal to men in all domains. This is what is important to me. What is important to me is how do we have quality education, accessible education? How do we bridge the digital divide between the provinces and the urban areas? That is what is important to me. Today is not a day of polemics. I am running away from controversy. I am focusing on the bread and butter issues of the country. I know you journalists like to dig into these things. What is important to me today is the suffering of our people. So, if you want to talk about that, we can talk about it. You want to talk about polemics? Yes. I am sorry. Thank you.